Game number 4, that is going to be live very soon. We're going to see the playing path and see how that will turn out for the most teams. But a lot is on the line right now. Things are coming to a close very soon. We're done with half of the day. And now the things were chill and serious before. Now things are just very serious right now, Holler. Absolutely serious.
They
Very
are.
serious.
They surely are. Because hey, not a lot of games left. We are already through half of the day. We are already through 3 games, and we are only left with 3 maps only. So yeah, this is the final opportunity that these teams are. Well, not really the final. We still have 3 total games to go, but technically is basically the final opportunity because hey, it's the grand final. The prize pool is on the line. These teams have to come up with the best performance that they can give up to just go against the other teams and get up on that leaderboard.
Absolutely. But with the south to north, a bit towards the east side as well, the right side of the map is a bit more inaccessible, especially the part of airport. It will be very difficult to reach those areas unless we have a circle on that side. It will be counterproductive to go on the right side of the map. We might see a team or two going towards shipyard, but that is also a bit of a stretch. But there's a lot of the cluster on the south side of the map, on the east side of the map as well. Sorry, on the west side of the map. So let's see what happens after that. There's a decent chance of the clash landing. High sense they just got dropped into the school, and obviously they got right into the looting part, got a bit of a guns and a bit of a utility. But I feel like, yeah, in terms of utility, the teams can use a lot more. I have seen teams being a bit more restrictive when it comes to utility, not just like smoke. They have decent amount of smokes, but when it comes to explosives, I feel like these teams could loot a bit better, obviously. And those nades help a lot, especially in the late part of the game where there's some annoying enemy hiding behind some cover and is not peeking at all, is not doing anything, and you can't just take aggressive stance as well. Those explosives come handy in that particular situation.
Yep, gathering up all those utilities really come in handy in the end phase of the game, surely, and not even in just the end phase of the game. When, as RZ was talking about, it's basically throughout the game. Because yeah, if you have any enemies hiding in the crooks in the corners of the map, you can just bait them out, or not even bait them out, even get them kills, get them knocks down, just by using, just by having good utility use it. So yeah, they definitely do come in handy. So these teams. Every good team definitely look forwards to gathering up as much utilities as they can. But yeah, once again, you have to keep a really good balance of how much ammo you're carrying, how much utility you're carrying, and as well as how much medicine you're carrying. So yeah, you just have to think these things through, and and it's basically also dependent on your playstyle, how you're going to be playing out throughout the game. If you're going to be playing out really passively, I don't think much utilities are going to come in handy. You're better off sticking to more medicine than utils and ammo. So yeah, it's basically just how you want to play things out.
Absolutely, but Holler, I have a question that if we're going forward, which team are you looking forward to perform right now? We have our favorites, we have Unwanted, we have 100 ADR, FL is obviously right on the top, but which team you can expect that can just turn things around for themselves in the last 3 games?
If there is a team like that, I think it's only Redline wasn't really in my crosshair because the problem is they
mine too.
Really
I did not expect that
well,
at
like
all.
the last game they played out, getting the chicken dinner and those 14 eliminations was okay. Unwanted. That can be something. Fairy Tail, will he able to? Yeah, okay, he escaped safely. Never mind. Back to our conversation, RZ. Something just happened on the map. So yeah. Redline, they weren't looking that good previously, but yeah, the last game that showed their potential. So yeah, they may be a team to look out for. But other than that, I think it's Freeline all the way, because the way they have been taking their fights, the way they have been grabbing eliminations, they're just all out. They're just basically do or die. They just either take the fights or they just get wiped out. So yeah, that's kind of the team you want to look out for, because they, once again, just like Redline, those kind of teams can manage something great. And other than that, of course, we have the champions, Unwanted, who have been they have had a really strategic approach to the game. They've been playing it out really passively, keeping all their members alive up until the very end. So yeah, I think Unwanted, they still have a really good standing on the leaderboard as well. So yeah, they might be able to pull this off. Other than that, I think it's Freeline or Redline, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
I mean, it's the
We'll
line.
see.
It's the line. It's literally the line. But
It's
yeah,
the lines. It's the lines.
But yeah, when you talk about the free line, this is a team that is scary. Every team is scary in the last part of the game where they're shooting, where they're aggressive, where they're just getting the space as well. But the team that is really scary is who's actively aggressive on the first part of the game. This is a crazy team. They go like, oh, let's just start shooting people, and obviously let's just don't care about anything else, while teams are trying to a bit more defensive on the first part of the game, trying to a bit more looting side, getting a good position in the circle. Freeline disrupts all of that, and that is what is most scary for a lot of the teams out there. So I feel like Freeline knows that and is capitalizing on that fact. But Redline, it is easy. It's not easy. It is a good job to perform in one game. It's a hell of a lot difficult to keep performing in all of the game. As we mentioned a bit earlier, consistency throughout the 6 game is what matters the most. It's just not in that one game. So if they want to be like contesting for the top, if they want to win this season 2, they need to make sure that in the last 3 games of the day, they have to secure good points, because unwanted, they might have had a bad game. But that is just it. One bad game. They had a wonderful 2 games.
They definitely have had wonderful 2 games, and well, even if their previous game was a bit unfortunate, they could potentially come back up in the upcoming ones. But as we were talking about, that win or die is actually going to be getting away with a kill, I believe, and that was on unwanted, wasn't it, RZ? That is once again one player down on unwanted side really early on in the game, which is something they probably don't want happening, but it has happened. And on the other side, somewhere on the map, Fairy Tale is going to be taking down Woxy from HGS, and which team was it? Hisense, I believe. Yeah, Hisense is now down one player.
But
So
win or die, win or die. I confuse them that with win or ride, but yeah, win or die. This is a team I have been looking at from the game number 1. Even at the pre-show as well, they have been a consistent topic of our conversation, as well as they have been very, very good. But I feel like if I'm scared of any team, that would be this team, as they were very, very good in the last season as well, and even in this round 2 of the current, as we mentioned a bit earlier. So yeah, my eyes would be locked on them, but shots are being fired, and Hisense one player, Vernal Cry, goes down. A good shot from RSL. I mean, that was a small window for him to get the damage across, and he made that possible. So good skills on his side, but the issue with that is he got the knock. How can he get the kill now?
he did get the knock, but the kill is it's the whole art of playing PUBG. But look at this, Sugo is going to be landing a lot of bullets onto Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale, oh, never mind, it's not Fairy Tale, it's actually Freeline. It's one of the lines we were talking about, RZ. And RZ, well, as we were talking about it, Heisen's going to be eliminated, and on the other side, once again, focusing on Freeline, Sugoi Nidex is delivering a lot of, well, not exactly damage, but he is delivering those bullets, and if they hit, they're going to be dealing some damage to that player. So yeah, Sugoi, they are taking their time, but I don't think they're going to be letting Freeline get out of that situation that easily. And on the other side, we have Win or Die once again going up against, oh wow,
What
9
a
away, one player
shot.
Pozian. That was quick.
Hoppy Cock, he was good at it. He was great at it. A headshot with the car 98. That is not at all easy to pull off. Ooh, gets the kill, like, secures the kill. Freeline, they are in a lot of trouble right now. Alone in a room, alone outside. He gets spotted, gets flanked, goes down, and out of the game. Freeline is obviously hanging by a thread, but same is the case for the other team. SGI, no, not it's exactly same is the case. I would say that is a bit of exaggeration on my side. I'm sorry, but yeah, 3 players alive. They lost one of the players, and now all of them is charging on the last player alive, and they want to get that kill. They want to get the revenge. But they do it so without losing a player? That we have to see. Unwanted. They have their 1 kill. They're happy with that. They're on the move, and they want to find a good position in the circle. Nothing to like. They're not aiming high right now. Good goals. Realistic goals.
Yeah, that's yep. That's basically how they've been playing this game out so far. Well, in the first 2 maps, the problem is the Deviant on their team is now down, which is the player who has been dealing the most damage on unwanted side, if I'm not mistaken. He's the guy to take the fight head on, and he's the guy to secure the kills for unwanted. So yeah, with him being down now, I don't think how much hope Unwanted has, but still, hey, 3 players, they are not to be underestimated. They should be able to, secure something for the team. If not if not the placement, maybe some kills. Maybe if not the kills, maybe the placement. So yeah, we're gonna see how the story for these guys will pan out. But for now, they seem to be very settled down. They're just holding on to this area. They are kind of spread out, but I think it's fine because they are in a pretty secluded area of the map.
Absolutely. But great loss for Unwanted. As you mentioned, he's like a primary factor of Unwanted, and this is not how Unwanted generally plays. They try to maintain that strength together. DG on the move. Seattle deals a bit of the damage. Can he get the job done? And obviously, that's a good shot. He gets it connected, gets the kill. Clemson down and out of the game. Unfortunate for them. And 100 ADR will have the first kill of the game. And they get like their first kill. 10 minutes have passed, 14 players have been eliminated, and I feel like that's a bit more aggressive start to the game as compared to the last game where we still had only like 8 players like killed, in like 8 players eliminated after like 14 or 15 minutes of the game. So I would say that this is a good start to the game where all of the teams are fighting. Even look at right now, there are a lot of clashes going on left and right. We're trying to get a space, but once the things have settled down, I feel like we'll have a quite next phase.
Yep. That is surely seeming to be the case, but as we talk about that, Trip Gang is going to be finding a knock on 100 ADR. Vubuki is now down. If we do get the calm on them, though, we should be able to see better how these teams are fighting it out. But for now, I guess we are looking at Shaolin. We're focusing more on Shaolin. I guess his jumps on his UAZ are much more interesting than the knockout that just took place.
Yeah, but Lil dipped. He is in a cover. He's in a good spot right now, trying to get more information as he can. But towards the north side of the map, there's a lot of airdrops on the side, and I think this happens. Yeah, this happens on this map that you get multiple airdrop loot. So anybody who gets their hand on that loot will obviously in a very strong position with a level 3 helmet, vest, obviously with the top ammunition and guns as well. So yeah, I want to see who gets their hand on that. But 100 ADR losing Wubuki is that's not a good start to the game, and as they're looking to make sure that they close the lead between themselves and Unwanted, and obviously they will try their level best to be in the top 4, top 5 in this game. Might just become a lot difficult after losing Wubuki. And we have seen Wubuki perform again and again and being in the center of the our conference, like being in the center of the spotlight, obviously. So I hope they are able to get some kind of good points. But Origin, this is a team that after this, like our first game, could not do a lot or at all, something at all. They have been consistently being eliminated right at the start of the game without getting any good points, and now it's very very difficult for them to win this thing.
Yep, that's for sure. But now we're looking at Fairy Tales. They are in the vicinity of 100 ADR, but what can they really do? They do have all of their players alive. 100 ADR is looking pretty good. Probably on their loot. Oh, there we go. There's the gunfight started. Bryce is going to be taking some damage from Kim, I believe. But 100 ADR, both of these teams are looking really reluctant on just pushing all out. They're going to be taking their time, but is it going to be 100 ADR who pushes on to Fairy Tail, or is it going to be the other way around? We are going to see. Only time is going to be telling, but there we go. We now have the next circle, which is going to be forming towards the north a little bit. So yeah, that means shoot all haters. Some of the teams are going to be having to rotate into the circle, but still a lot of them are still up really close. Unwanted being one of the furthest away teams from the circle. So yeah, Unwanted, still though, the path for them is really seemed to be really clear. They're just gonna have a really easy, nice walk in the park to get into the next zone. But the problem starts when they are in the zone, because yeah, a lot of teams already are present there. They're gonna be taking better positioning, and I don't think they're gonna be letting Unwanted enter the zone that easily. So yeah, Unwanted, things are not looking that good for them, but they might be able to improve their situation within time.
I mean, plus if things does not go well for them, for this team. This could be a good chance for the other teams to step up and to make the competition a bit more tougher for everyone out there. Just like Redline, if the Redline did not perform in the last game, we could have seen a complete one-sided dominance by Unwanted or some other team from Freeline. But Redline just made it a lot difficult. Made it a lot difficult for any team to win this right now. And this is just because of one of the game. So maybe if Unwanted is having a bad game and continues to have a bad game, we could have things turning up around in a very disastrous way for a lot of the teams out there, especially Freeline, 100 ADR, and Unwanted, who's right on the top with only 7 points. And 7 points obviously does not count for a lot when you talk about a lead. But 9 away, they get a kill, they get a knock on a win or die, and they still not been able to get a kill. And on the other side, win or die, they are able to retaliate in a win way. So DG, they also lose one of their players. Knocks are going down. RL also goes on. Challenge goes ahead and takes one player down of the team that got a winner chicken dinner in the last game.
Yep, and now we are seeing win or die, getting a player right back up on his feet. Still though, 9 away, right up at their necks. They're waiting it out. But this encounter is bound to happen one way or another. Xtan's going to be repositioning within the car. He's moving to an entirely different position, but there we go. 9 away. XO, I don't know. XO is going to be taking a lot of gunfire, and he's going to be taking now Gedrock. That is one. And can he get more? Yes, he can make it too. He's going to be using the first aid. He is not a man that is going down without a fight. He is holding on to his house all alone. He does not need any help from his teammates, but Win or Die is looking forward to eliminate him from the game right away. They are trying to finish him off before they move on from this, but that might just end up costing them too much.
Oh, Win or Die. This is the exact opposite of what they wanted. My bad. They had a good start to this fight. They got all of the 9 away out. They had their players alive, but unfortunately, while they were trying to kill the last one, they lost 2 of their players. 6-0. He still gets spotted. He's still in that house. I am quite sure that he is not for long in this match. But the major issue right now is that how much damage can he deal before he goes out? And the answer have been yes, a lot. He got 2 players down. One is coming from behind. Can he get him? No. Extends just get the job done. Unfortunately, it comes at the expense of Jedrox. He goes out. Hoppycock is still bleeding out. I hope they are able to revive him. And yes, they are going to do that right here, right now. But win or die, they wanted just to get this kill without losing a play.
There we go. Fairy Tail coming right back up in the battlefield, and now they're up against Unwanted, and the players, the kills, everything is coming through one by one. Unwanted in a lot of trouble, but hey, Fairy Tail isn't in any safe space either. They are down one player. Eero, April, and Griffith is all they have. Can they manage this up against so many teams right now? Shaolin is right up close to them, I believe. Yep, Shaolin is as well, and there is another team too. So yeah, they have a lot to take care of right now. Unwanted trying to get up back on their feet, but I think it's going to be really hard for them to manage to do that. And Fairy Tail just takes their okay, yeah, repositioning works too. Just don't fight. Let's get out of here. And that is exactly what they're going to be doing.
I mean, obviously, there are times when you should take the fight, and there are times when you should just turn your back and run away. And this was one of those times. And it's not really bad away, but oh no, Eero right out in the open gets caught. Takes a lot of the damage. So is the case for his teammate as he gets spotted out in the open. Takes a bit of the damage. Can he survive? Seattle has to go back with the cover provided by his another teammate, the third teammate. But 100 ADR trying to charge up, trying to secure the kill. And Team Fairy Tail in a very, very risky situation with one player going down, the other player in low on HP. And look at that, he also gets spotted. Shots are being fired, a couple of more shots and he will get the knock, and that is the case. Akim gets the man down with his mini 14, and Fairy Tail, this could be the end of them, or really soon they will be out of the game.
Yep, 180 yards looking really good right now despite the fact that they're down one player, they are delivering a lot of damage, and they are continuing to do so because Cadel is right there, and he's going to be landing some shots too, but yeah, gets back in his car. But as I say that, Freeline is now exterminated out of the map as well. He's going to be taking his teammate Kadel, and now they're going to be taking their ticket of exit from there too. Fairy Tail is not looking good too, because Griffin is going to be knocked out because of the zone. They were too late to rotate, but now we have all eyes on 180R. They have two teams near to them. It's going to be Fairy Tail and it's going to be Shaolin. This is a trifecta with one player of MFP coming from the other side of the map as well. Kadel once again taking a lot of damage. He needs some healing. He needs some healing desperately because MFP is dealing a lot of damage. Gets a knockdown, but still though, 180R, they are not looking to let go of this position that easily. They see a Fairy Tail as well. Shaolin, Lil Zibs. I think it's Lil Tips more like, right, RZ?
Lil Jips. Lil Jips.
Apologies, Lil Zibs, if you actually watch
I would have
the stream
started
later on,
beatboxing if I could,
yeah,
but I can't, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
apologies if you're taking the name wrong, but we are trying our best.
Yeah, guys, you don't make it easy for us, by the way. But look at that, RSL freak, RSL freak, yeah. Oh, it's freak. So yeah, but yeah, he's like taking a bit of damage. Prime 90, now that's an easy name to pronounce. He's not have a lot of cover in his front, but he's still able to survive together as one, having a nice game till this point. And they've not been able to get a kill, but that's not a concern. There are 4 players alive. 20 minutes have passed, and now that's something to be happy about. Something not to be happy about right now is that they are outside the circle with a lot of the teams in front of them, and getting to the circle would be the real challenge, as GI is still having a decent game with the 4 kills in the backpack. But ooh, he's knocked down, and can he be revived in this situation? Shots are being fired left and right, and Nedex is just lying down right next to the cover, because he knows that if he'll get up, he'll probably be knocked down as well.
Yep, the circle is closing in. All of the teams are moving right up to each other. Shoot all haters, they are moving in. WDR as well. There we go. WOD, I mean, win or die. It's not WDR, but hey, shoot all haters is taking their shot on win or die, and we are on the other side of the kill feed. We also see that Origin is getting some kills through at least a knockdown for now. And Sugoi, Frenchy FPS, they had a player down, but they are still delivering some damage towards TAO. A lot of eliminations all over the map to be seen. With that, 180R is also eliminated. A lot of eliminations, only 9 teams alive with 29 players alive left. This is turning out to be a really interesting turn of events.
Absolutely. Absolutely, but look at that. Extends on the top of the obstacle right now, on the top of this object. But he needs to be careful. Unfortunately, the player he was targeting gets knocked down with another player. SGI still getting a kill left and right, and that will be the 7th kill for them. Before he could revive his player, he went for that and extends. He was calm. He was slow. He did not make any kind of the noise. Deals a lot of damage to SAH and spots the player. Takes him down. Extends, still surviving, and he is a goddamn good player. 5 kills in his backpack, while his team is on 7 kills. Can he take the 2 players out? Spots Uwu, deals a lot of the damage. He can get a 1v2. If anybody can get a 1v2, it is him. But unfortunately, he has to go out, get spotted, gets taken down, and team win or ride or die. Team or win or die has to get eliminated. Number 8 with only 7 kill. An average game for themselves. But yeah, we are not looking at an average game. We need something really great right now. Oh no, look at that. They were right next to each other, but unfortunately for Prime 90, he was the one who got eliminated.
Prime 90 tried his best to flank, but couldn't really do anything. He wasn't even able to get a single refrag. He could have gotten some work done up against Encrypt, but hey, Encrypt got the better of him, and yeah, Prime 90 is now down, and that also means that together as one, the team has also been eliminated from the game. 6 teams left, circles closing in, the hype's building up, Origin walking up to Encrypt, and there's also a team coming right up from their flanks, which is gonna be Redline, the team that got a chicken dinner in the previous game. There's the Utils going on to Encrypt. They have to hold on to this position somehow, but I don't think they're gonna be able to. There are 3 teams right up on each other. It's gonna be Origin, it's gonna be Encrypt, it's gonna be Redline, also followed by Sugoi, who are just actually walking right into them. This is going to be such an interesting event. MFP is entirely safe from all that battlefield. They're basically outside the zone right now, and they're going to battle it out to see who is actually going to walk into the zone. As I say that, Sugoi is going to be getting 10 killed in total, with Nedex finding 2 back to back, and now he's looking to push forward even more after the reload, and I think that he's going to be doing the exact thing. Using the Utils, it's perfect. Origin They have to somehow stop this guy.
Oh,
Will he be stopped?
Oh, that is a question that could be asked later, but the nades are being bombarded left and right, players are being knocked down. He tried to go for a jump, but unfortunately, it was just too late. Nedex gets another player down. He's down to 30% HP, needs to be careful. Lundi finds a player, takes him down as well, and he will make sure that he gets the kill. Encrypt, not in a good spot though. One player bleeding, only 2 kills, but on the other side, SGI, they're having the time of their life with 12 kills, and that will be the 13th kill as well. There are only 2 players alive, but Nedex, he's still surviving. He's the dangerous man. 7 kills, and he's still keeping going. Oh, takes a bit of a damage. He might just go down. Oh no, but before he goes down, he goes into the cover as well. Grande needs to go back as he's taking a lot of damage, but that is the case happening right now. Damage left and right, shots being fired left and right, nades are being thrown. What is exactly happening? And by that, we have only 4 teams left behind. One is charging on the right side of the Grande. Grande gets the best of him, needs to be careful, might just get flagged as well. But no, he got that side covered. He's on the right side of the map and is calm and composed and secure right now. MFP definitely stepping things up a bit.
Yep, MFP, they haven't really been putting up a good performance so far, but yeah, this time around, they are here to show that they're not here for jokes, they are here to win something. But yeah, sadly, the odds are definitely not with them this time because they have only 2 players remaining on their team, and on the other side, Shaolin is on the biggest advantage here with 3 players alive and the positional advantage too, but still, it is going to be the fact that which team plays it out as composed, as planned, as strategically as possible. So it's going to be Shaolin, it's going to be MFP, and only 1 player on Encrypt. So yeah, it's going to be a battle of patience. But look at this. MFP clan, still Grande. He's so close, but there we go. There's the knock. Encrypt player still being alive, but there we go. 4 shots are coming from Shaolin side as well, and MP and another player is coming up, back up, right up at Shaolin. This is good, but he is being flanked by another Shaolin player too. This is the advantage of when you have more players alive. You basically cannot survive alone. If you have teammates, they can watch your backs, and that is exactly what is happening to MFP right now. Shaolin, they are able to perfectly retaliate to their players, and the Amos, he's trying to reposition himself perfectly. The util users is there. He's trying to push up on the player that try to flank him. There he goes. The guns out and the knock too. Oh my god, that is so good. 1 player remaining though. What can he do in this situation? Shaolin should be able to get the revive in, but then it's going to be a 2v1v1.
What a game, what a performance by Andy Amos. He just got ahead, throwed all he had, and look at that, smokes being deployed left and right. He went to the enemy, took him out, and now he's charging up ahead. He's on a roll right now. He has all the confidence he needs, and things will be made a bit easier for him by SALN taking down Encrypt, leaving only these 2 teams behind. Shaolin, they know where he is right now. MFP, they know exactly where the other team players are, but unfortunately for MFP, it's a 1v2. And Shaolin, this is also a very good team right now. They're on a charge, but Andy Amos, he's moving. He's just using his movement. He's just using his skill to get into a different position. Look at that. At this minute of the game, at the 27th minute, he's looting. He's trying to get more utility as he can, and he got his hand on 2 smokes. That will be great. And nade launcher as well. He needs to be careful, but obviously Shaolin, they're not getting aggressive. A 1v2 is not that difficult to pull off in PUBG. You need to be really good at with your skill. So look at that. He spots the player, deals some damage, but yeah, goes back into the cover.
This is going to be really hard for Andy Amos to manage. He is trying to heal himself up, but he has 2 players to deal at once. Shaolin is going to be pushing up. Tabby and, well, another player from Lil Dibs. It's going to be, they're both pushing up right on him. They are playing for the trade. They're going for the trade. They need this win. They need the points, but Andy Amos he let him do that. He's the only one alive. Pulls out a DMR. 6x scope is definitely not going to help him because they are pushing up on him. This is the deciding moment of what Andy Amos does exactly to keep these 2 players on their bay. He has to hold them out. They are playing for the trade. They're waiting it out. They are just taking their sweet time to set Andy Amos up. It's basically him against the world right now.
Oh god, it is the calmness before the storm. Everybody is looking at them right now. A 1v2, 64 players. Out of these 64 players, only 3 players are left behind. And the Amos, the team is looking up to him to make sure that he gets the winner chicken dinner. And MFP, they need that winner chicken. They need that boost, and so does the Shaolin. Both of these teams require, but only one of them will get it. And Diamos not making any unnecessary movements. Spots the player on the right, tries to land some bullet, but he couldn't as the other player goes back into the cover. And now Shaolin, this is their strategy. Both of them are gonna push right like next to each other so that they don't give the other player an advantage of 1v1 twice. So they don't want a 2v1 and they want to make sure of that. But Andy Amos, he has a good advantage as well. He has a good game sense. He's moving left and right just to keep things a bit spicy. But last 2 minutes have passed and still no development. Spots the player, deals some damage, and same is the case for Andy Amos. He deals 6 damage, but unfortunately for him, headshot gets connected from Shaolin side as well, and they get the winner chicken dinner.